What's up, y'all? We back. We live. I'm Ryan Rowley. I'm your host, and this is News Tuesday. And we come to you every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to deliver the latest news about veterans and affecting veterans. All right. I created Simple Vet Benefits to teach veterans about benefits, to make it simple and obtainable because the biggest reason I believe veterans don't get what they deserve is because they don't know. And you know what? It isn't always put in plain sight for us. So let's get down to it. All right, vets. Welcome back to Veteran News Live, the only place where you can run down the real headlines affecting veterans without the political fluff. Now, if you ever found out months later that there was a VA rule, a grant, or program that could have changed your life, yeah, me too. And that's why we're here. All right, so hit the chat. Which veteran headline recently had you rolling your eyes or shaking your head? And before we dig in, here's two quick plugs. Grab the vet rating guide at simplevetbenefits.com. It's your playbook for stacking conditions and avoiding those VA denials. And check out the chest pack because your wallet, keys, and phone deserve tactical gear too. All right. Now, first up, let's start with housing. Klein Hall, a veteran home in Wisconsin that's helped more than 1,000 vets since 2007, is shutting down on September 12th. Now, over 2 dozen vets who live there now, they're about to be displaced. And why? The state budget cut out $1.9 million that would have kept it open. Also, we can pass $154 billion nationally, but a missing line in the local budget means vets are literally losing their homes. That's the disconnect. Now, here's a chat question. Have you ever rallied on veteran housing or, I mean, I said rallied, relied on veteran housing or transitioning housing? Drop your story. It matters. All right. Also, in New Mexico, the VA is piloting something new, the Scouts program. VA staff making in home visits to high risk veterans to prevent ER trips. Now, it's in the early days, but it's already reducing emergency visits, keeping vets stable. Sometimes the most effective solution is the simplest care at home before crisis hits. So I think this program is a fantastic idea, vets. All right, so here's a quick win to highlight. TeleMOVE. I don't know if you've heard of it, but veteran John, I think it's Adamski in Milwaukee, used the program and lost 60 pounds and got his life back on track. Now, it's VA using tech to keep vets accountable with coaching. I'm talking diet plans and monitoring, and it's working. I did something similar too a while ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. I can't remember what that program was. I remember we got like this kit in the mail, and you had to track like your weight and other things, and you had these tele appointments with the dietitian and things like that, and it really helped. Um, so I guess this is like a revamp of that program. So all right, chat. Anyone here tried Telemove or another VA wellness program like I did? And let me know how it went. All right, next up, here's something different. PJ's Coffee is giving one veteran a free franchise license. Now, this is crazy. That's a six-figure head start for somebody ready to run their own shop. Entrepreneurship without the debt. Now, that's life-changing. If you could win a free franchise, what business would you run? Coffee shop, gym, barbecue joint? Let me know in the comments. Next up, the 18th National Veterans Summer Sports Clinic just wrapped in San Diego. Surfing, cycling, kayaking, all adapted for vets with injuries. It's not just sports, it's rehab, confidence, and community. So, who here has done adaptive sports before? I mean, drop your story because trust me, it inspires others. I'm going to keep encouraging y'all to be active in the comments, okay? I want y'all to be interactive. I want to make this an interactive segment. Okay. Also, I know the Wounded Warrior Project, when you register to become their alumni, they have a lot of public events, especially adaptive ones. All right. So make sure you check those out. Now, the big headline from late August, the VA proposed a rule banning abortions in VA facilities, even in cases of rape and incest. Only exception if the vet's life is in immediate danger. Since 2022, VA facilities have done about 140 abortions per year under expanded access. So, for many women vets, especially in restrictive states, this was their only option. Keep it respectful, y'all. Should the VA even be in this space? Yes or no? All right, next up, Congress approved a $154 billion funding package for veterans programs and military construction, which is a 2% increase. And also, I created a separate video covering this. So, the biggest highlight, Veterans Crisis Line funding is protected. That line literally saves lives every day. But with VA cutting nearly 30,000 staff this year, the real question is, will the extra money offset the manpower loss? Now, next up, and just to go a little more into that, they switched up their reduction in force plan, and that's also ending here soon. I might be covering this a little bit later in a separate segment. We'll see. All right, so next up, some local good news. The Stanford, Connecticut VA outpatient clinic is staying open another year. The lease was renewed and care continues. So it's not flashy, but for the vets in that community, it's everything. Next up, in Michigan, AmVets Post 1941 hosted its first ever cornhole tournament to raise money for lifetime memberships for Purple Heart recipients. Now, $10 a player, but the impact is huge. Now, that's veterans helping veterans. Simple and powerful. Gotta love it. Next up, and we're doing rapid fire this episode. All right. Um, as always, I'm going to post up the article links in the comments or in the description of the video. Just check both of them. All right. Next up, and a quick international story with veterans ties. In Australia, a 1.5 million cut hit the Salvation Army's Sally Men program, which has supported troops for decades. Now, different country, same theme. When budgets tighten, veteran services are too often the first on the chopping block. And this sucks. But it's a reminder that benefits are never safe. They're fought for and defended. All right, next up. So here's your sit rep for August and September 2025. All right, housing under threat, which is Klein Hall closing, healthcare trying new models, scouts, TeleMOVE, entrepreneurship, and adaptive sports giving vets new doors to walk through. Next, also a controversial VA abortion rule stirring national debate. $154 billion in new funding with clinics saved and grassroots fundraising making a difference. Also, which of these stories hits home for you most? Housing, healthcare, funding, or rights? Also, don't forget to grab the vet rating guide at simplevetbenefits.com. And if you're tired of losing your keys, phone, and wallet, you already know the chest pack is the move. So check the description of the video for that affiliate link. Also, vets, I'm going to be revamping. Uh-oh. Also, folks, I'm going to be revamping the vet rating guide. It's going to be a more comprehensive blueprint to help you guys or to teach you guys how to get approved. It's going to include things like more templates, more interactive videos, and um, I'm going to actually add a part where you can ask direct questions to me. Also, I just started a new community. It's called the Fire Team, the private YouTube community. All right. This is going to be great because it's another way you can ask your questions. I can give you not just those surface layer answers, but I can go in depth because, as you know, when some of you have those great questions, they're open ended and they require a lot of research and, of course, a long list of typing, at least a few paragraphs. So, because as you know, I don't want to just give you quick rapid fire answers, and that's why I don't do live Q and A's. I want to make sure I take the time to give you a catered answer to your personal situation. So, as always, I appreciate you all for watching, and you all have a great week. Have a great September.